Hi everyone, today is September 11th, Sunday, 911. As you guys should be aware, 2 days ago, in the UK, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, in Sydney, Australia time at the age of 96. So it's now Charles III, yes, Charles III to take the reign of the British monarchy. So how it's UK related to Australia? Well, Australia it's part of the Commonwealth, and in some way, like politically it's kind of related, because today there was a there was a ceremony to celebrate the historic proclamation of now King Charles III outside the city in New South Wales Parliament House. And as part of the historic proclamation of him, King Charles III, the new sovereign will be proclaimed as the Sovereign of Australia by the Governor General of Australia, called David Hurley. Moreover, Margaret Beazley, the Governor of New South Wales, will also proclaim the new sovereign. So that Australia, it's part of the Commonwealth, and in this political sense, the pass away of Queen Elizabeth II at the age of 96 2 days ago, it's related to Australia. So because of this moment, this celebration, yes, because of this celebration, the Premier of New South Wales, Dom Perrottet, announced that actually today there was a free public transport. Yes, free public transport again across Greater Sydney. I guess so, because he wanted to encourage people to travel to Sydney to witness the historic proclamation of His Majesty the King Charles III. So what I mean by public transport, free public transport today, free for 24 hours on September 11th, Sunday today. Free 24 hours. It means I'm free not only on train that includes Sydney train, Sydney Metro, and also other forms of public transport, buses, light rails, ferry. So basically, all public transport in Sydney were free today, September 11th, Sunday, because of that, for 24 hours. And I'll let you guys show how I utilize this again free public transport opportunity to go along Sydney. Let's see how I did during the day and night. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Today it's now 17 minutes past 10 in the morning, and now I'm going to Southwest Evangelical Church in Kingsgrove to usually regularly attend the Sunday service. So from Epping, if you go to Kingsgrove purely by train, you will normally take the all stops train or the limited stops train, express train to Central, then change all stops train from Central to Kingsgrove, such as what I did a while before. But from today, this Sunday, because of the track work on the T8 airport line between Sydenham and Central via airport, I will have to actually change trains at Redfern. So I'm now taking the All-Stops train from Epping, just now past Burwood. The next stop is Redfern. I will need to change at Redfern, then change a direct train. Yes, direct train from Redfern to Kingsgrove. So for this special free public transport Sunday, from Epping to Kingsgrove, because of the track work, I will need to take the All-Stops train from Epping, just now past Burwood, to Redfern, then change from Redfern directly to Kingsgrove. As what I just observed on this train journey from Epping to, All-Stops to Redfern, there are quite a lot of people, not full, but more people than usual to take the train. I don't know why. partly because yes, they're gonna attend the ceremony to proclaim King Charles III later in the midday. That could be one of the reasons, and another reason is yes, there is a free public transport today for 24 hours. Again, that includes not only trains, as in Sydney trains, Sydney Metro, but also buses, like rails and ferries as well. So it's reasonable. There are more people taking public transport than before, as in for especially today, September 11, double 11 Sunday. So just now I already got off at Redfern, taking after the all-stop train from Epping, and now I'm waiting for the all-stop / limited stops train from Redfern to Kingsgrove. As you can see, it stops at Sydenham, then Tarilla, Bartwell Park, Bexley North, and then Kingsgrove, where my church, Southwest Evangelical Church, is in Kingsgrove. And the train I'm going to take will go all the way to Reevesley. Again, from Redfern here, it's Sydenham, Tarilla, Bartwell Park, Bexley North, and Kingsgrove. So just now I took the train from Redfern to Kingsgrove. It just passed Tempe, and it actually kind of skips Moolai Creek, and it already directly turned right to Tarilla. So that's the special train service because of the track work. So I have to take the train from Redfern. Just now stops at Sydenham, but it skips Erskineville, then stop at Sydenham, then skip Tempe, and now we are about to arrive at Tarilla, then Bartwell Park, Bexley North, then Kingsgrove. Normally, if you take the train from Redfern to Kingsgrove, there are no direct train normally, except peak hours. Yes, normally you have to change train at Redfern, either at Central for all-stops train, or from Redfern take T3 or T4 or South Coast Line from Redfern to Moolai Creek. That would have also stopped at just now. You guys should have seen partly either all stops from Redfern, like Erskineville, Sydenham, Tempe, Moolai Creek, or Redfern, Sydenham, Moolai Creek. Then from Moolai Creek, you will take the all-stops train, stopping at Tarilla, Bartwell Park, Bexley North, and Kingsgrove. That is when, not today because of the track work. When there's no track work, you will have to change trains from Redfern via Central or Moolai Creek to Kingsgrove. But for today, September 11th, Sunday 9/11, double 11. Not double 11. Double 1. Because of the special train arrangement as part of the track work affected. Alternatively, for today, for yesterday as well, as part of the weekend track work, you will have to take a direct train from Redfern, stopping at Sydenham. Then we just left Tarilla here, and then Bartwell Park, Bexley North, and then Kingsgrove. So it's now 20-ish minutes to 3 in the afternoon. After the church service at Kingsgrove, we had lunch local at Kingsgrove. school, and now I'm going to, heading to uni to catch up on some work because, the coming week is already on week 7 out of 13 in terms of, teaching, and midsems are coming up. So from Kingsgrove, normally if you take the train to Redfern, which is technically the closest station to the university, you need to change at Walleye Creek. But again, as mentioned earlier,
Exit Sydenham changes Sydenham for services to the Waterline, Hurstville, Sutherland, Cronulla, Waterfall. Trains to Poplar from 6. Changes Sydenham for services to Bondi Junction. Trains to Poplar from 5. Changes Sydenham for services to the Bankstown line. Also changes Sydenham for services to St Peters and Westkinville. If you're travelling to the airport line stations, please change a signal for a bus service.
Okay, but because of today, free public transport slash the train track work, you can actually do not need to change trains at Walleye Creek, which as the train you can see that is Walleye Creek station. Normally you will need to change at Walleye Creek in order to get to Redfern, but because today there's as mentioned earlier, train
will
replacement
stop at Sydenham, Redfern, Central, Museum, St James, Circular Quay.
There is train track work on T8 airport line between Sydenham and Central via airport stations. So there are actually direct services from Kingsgrove here to Redfern today. Just for today, and also like yesterday for this train track work weekend. So from Kingsgrove, that will be we passed already Bexley North, then Batwell Park, Turvella, and then to Sydenham, and then to Redfern. It's just basically the opposite side, not opposite side, the opposite way of how I get to Kingsgrove from Redfern. Thankfully for today, you do not need to change trains at Walleye Creek. How good is it? It's now 2-ish minutes to 7 at night, and I just finished some work at the university, and now I'm heading to the city to have some dinner before I get home. Normally from uni, to avoid paying fares, I would have walked from uni to city, which takes around like 20-ish within 30 minutes. But with today's free public transport, again, that includes not only on trains, as in city train, city metro, but also on buses, on ferry, light rail. I decided to take a one-stop train from Redfern just to Central. That's a stand, that's a door. So yes, from Redfern it's only one stop to Central. Now I'm already back home. Honestly, even though today September 11, 911 Sunday, there is some free public transport because of His Majesty King Charles III proclaimed to take over the reign of the British monarchy. As free public transport today for 24 hours. Basically, where I went today, it's not much different as my my typical Sunday, because on Sunday I will go to church to attend the service as usual, and also to go to uni to get some work, because it's still during the uni semester. Previous week it's week 6, the coming week is week 7, midsems coming on. But yeah, I did utilize, I go to everywhere, wherever by public transport, only for me trains today, which is all free, because as mentioned before, free public transport today includes Sydney train, as in Sydney train itself, City metro, bus, ferry, light rail, basically all forms of public transport in New South Wales are free because of the event. I did not mention earlier, but when what I mean by free, it's basically all Opal card gates. Yes, all Opal card gates are open, so you can just literally legally walk through today for 24 hours. And with those without Opal card gate, just only those Opal card stands, and or basically they will have a notice to cover the tap on and off sensor, just to remind you, do not tap on and off, because it's legally free today for 24 hours. Even though, okay, you might accidentally tap on and off on, like, not only trains but also bus, ferry, light rail, you should get a refund within a couple of days. But I did not tap on and off at any time today during my today's train journey, so that it's all good. So that is the end of today's video about free public transport on again, today it's September 11th, Sunday, 9/11, for 24 hours, again because of His Majesty King Charles III proclaimed to take the reign of the British monarchy. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. I will put the relevant link for the news. There should be a lot, but I picked one that it seems to be better in the description down below, so that you guys can refer to. For further, it will be appreciated, as usual, as always, to give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel, and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out. Last but not least, God save the King.